Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. In today's video, we will be talking all about rabbit carriers. We will be talking about 3 different types of rabbit carriers. So ones that are fabric, ones that are kind of between fabric and plastic, kind of a little bit sturdier, and then plastic carriers. And I will be talking about the pros and cons of each of these different types of carriers, what I think is best, and all that kind of stuff. Now, a quick disclaimer before we get started. These are all my personal opinions, what I've experienced, what I've seen other bunny owners experience with carriers. So this might not exactly agree with everyone else, but this is my opinion and I just wanted to give you guys my recommendations. So let's go ahead and get straight into this video. The first type of carrier we will be talking about today is fabric carriers. These tend to be growing in popularity. Lennon the bunny, she has one, and I really see a lot of bunny owners get fabric carriers. They usually look like a purse or a duffel bag. And frankly, I do not recommend these. I have never owned a fabric carrier. I will never own a fabric carrier, and there is several reasons why I would never recommend a fabric carrier to anyone. So the first reason of why fabric carriers are not very good is your rabbit can easily chew through them. They're just fabric and mesh, and rabbits can easily chew through that, absolutely no problem. And the whole purpose of a carrier is to keep your rabbit contained. Another main con would be if you have a rabbit, you know that they pee and poop a lot, and frankly, it is not easy to clean a fabric carrier. It's literally fabric. And so you're gonna have to like put this entire carrier in the wash or try to scrub it. It's just not that easy to clean. Some people will insert like a litter box in the bottom. Those are never like actually custom fit to that carrier. Instead of doing a litter box, you could obviously use like pee pads, but most likely your rabbit's going to be shifting those around as they move, or maybe they're gonna dig. So pee pads, like dog pee pads, don't really work the greatest either. There's really just not a good way to protect your fabric carrier so you don't have to wash it. Now, the third con that I want to talk about is a big one for me, might be a big one for you too, is that fabric carriers are just not that safe when you're actually taking the carrier in the car. Because it's fabric, if you actually get in a car crash, that carrier is just gonna smush, your rabbit's gonna get smushed, your rabbit could end up flying everywhere. It's not sturdy whatsoever. You almost might as well just have your rabbit free roaming in the car. That's how much protection it will provide your rabbit if, you know, you do get in a car accident, you end up rolling your car. Hopefully that never happens, but you really never know, and that's always just a thought in the back of my mind, because I want my rabbit to be as safe as possible in case something horrible would happen. So again, these are my opinions. That's why I would never recommend a fabric carrier. So let's go on to the other carriers so you can learn exactly why I would recommend these other carriers more. The next type of carrier I'm going to talk about is kind of a hybrid between those fabric carriers and the plastic carriers. And I actually have one here that I would consider like this hybrid. I don't really know what to call them, but they're more durable than like the fabric, but not plastic either. So this is Ibi Yaya's carrier. I will leave a link up in the iCards above. I unboxed this. It's basically a stroller set. So this actually goes onto a stroller. So that's why I have it. So I find it very easy to put my rabbits in here and then put them on the stroller if I would want to go take them for a walk or something like that. And the reason why this is better than fabric carriers is it's a lot more durable. So these sides, it's not, I don't think it's plastic, but it's like a hard material. Like this is as much as I can squish it. Is like as hard as I can squish it. So in the case of something like a car accident, your carrier isn't going to like smush in on your rabbit. It's going to smush a little bit, but it's not going to hurt your rabbit. So this is definitely a lot better for car safety. Also, it's a lot more durable for chewing and digging. So as you can see, it has like this foam material. It has this here, this on the back. This is a very common material I see on different rabbit carriers, and it's a lot thicker, and your rabbit could chew it, but the likelihood of them chewing a big enough hole is not very likely, and they would definitely have to be chewing for a while to get out of here. And they can never chew through this type of hard material that you sometimes see. Of course, we still have mesh for ventilation. What's nice about this mesh and what, you know, a good mesh to look for is it has like a coating, like a plastic coating. So it's not just a fabric mesh. So fabric mesh, you know, your rabbit could just like claw the mesh once and it's gonna snag and tear. But this, they would really have to work at it a lot more. So it's a lot harder to chew through, a lot more durable in case your car would roll or you get in just a horrible car accident. So this is a little bit better than the fabric, but of course, it's still hard to clean. You can see in here I have like a bunny bed, and fleece. And then I usually also put a pee pad in here, and that's how I try to keep it kind of clean. So I usually have a lot of stuff in here because my rabbits like to dig and shift things, and I have had to like scrub clean it because I definitely can't put this in the wash. So that's the main con of this, is just it's really hard to clean. And just in case you guys are wondering, this carrier here could either fit one bunny, it could also fit 2 bunnies comfortably. I can easily fit Cocoa Puff and Lollipop in here. So it's definitely a good size. And sizing is definitely a thing to keep in mind as you are buying a carrier. You definitely want your bunnies to be able to spin inside the carrier and be able to move around a little bit, not a lot, as you want to keep them safe. So again, if you get in a car accident, they're not flying all the way across their carrier, but they should be able to turn and spin and lay down. So yeah, I'll get more into sizing here when we talk about the plastic carriers, which is the topmost carrier that I would recommend. On to the third and final rabbit carrier, which is the top rabbit carrier that I recommend, and that's plastic rabbit carriers. As I've kind of been talking about, there's 3 major pros of these types of carriers. So first of all, no rabbit can ever chew through one of these carriers. It is plastic. They can't chew through plastic. And these doors are always made out of metal. They can't chew through that either. And they're also very durable. Like, you can't bend that. There's no way your rabbit is going to be able to chew through this, which just gives you safety in mind. Your rabbit is never going to escape. Another great pro of these type of carriers is they're so easy to clean. So easy. All you have to do is, open it up. And this is actually a top loader. Spray it, wipe it down. That's it. Because plastic is not a very porous substance like fabric. No, you can just easily wipe it and you're good to go. The third and final pro of these type of carriers is they are very car safe. So what I usually do is I'll take the carrier and I will actually weave a seatbelt through the top or around it. So these can go nowhere. You literally can't collapse these in any way. Like, I could sit on this. I'm not going to sit on it. But I could sit on it and it literally is going to do nothing. They're very durable and, well, yeah, they're very safe. No matter what happens with your car, your bunny isn't going to get smushed. And what's nice is if, you did roll your car, there's only a certain amount of distance that your rabbit can actually go. They're not going to be rolling around your entire car. And it's pretty much the safest way that you can actually take your rabbit in the car. I hope that made sense of why I really recommend these plastic carriers. Easy to clean, chew-proof, rabbit safe. It's just the best way to take your rabbit anywhere. Now that I have shared what I would recommend for a carrier, we're going to talk a little bit about sizing and a couple other little things. Now, to talk about sizing, I am going to go grab my rabbits so you can see exactly how they fit inside these carriers. I'm back and I have 2 guests with me, Paya and Persimmon, and these are my foster buns in case you were wondering, and they both easily fit into this carrier here. So this is a 24-inch cat carrier, and as you saw before, I had a blue one. This one's pink, and I bought these from Chewy.com, so they're both available in pink and blue, and these 24-inch carriers are $37. I will leave the link down in the description below if you want to purchase this carrier. So this carrier clearly fits them both comfortably. I would say this is best if you have 2 rabbits that aren't like a giant breed. But if you have a giant rabbit breed like the Flemish Giant, Continental Giant, those larger breeds that are like massive, you could probably put one of those in here. And that's what I would recommend for sizing. I put both my mini lop and my lionette in here. It's perfect, and that's really what I would recommend. If you have 2 rabbits, get the 24-inch. If you do have like a trio, or maybe you have 4 bonded, frankly, there's not really carriers that are big enough as far as I know. If you had like 3 Netherland doors, you could probably squish them in here if you really wanted to. But otherwise, I would recommend dividing them into separate carriers if you're traveling in a car. It is stressful, so it really shouldn't mess up their bond at all. And that is just the best way to keep them safe. And then this one here, as you can tell, is smaller. And so this is a 19-inch cat carrier. This is also available on Chewy.com in this pink or the blue color. Not really sure where I got the white color. I'm pretty sure I bought this from Amazon when I got Lollipop for the first time. So you can find these carriers on Amazon and other websites, but I will be linking Chewy's down below because that is my favorite. So on Chewy, these 19-inch carriers are only $32. This I would recommend if you have just a single rabbit. Also, if you have have 2 rabbits, I'd also kind of recommend this, just in case you have to take only 1 rabbit to the vet. You don't want to take both, or something like that where you only want to take 1 rabbit. This is the absolute perfect size. One quick thing that I almost forgot to mention is with these plastic carriers, obviously the bottom is very slippery because it's just plastic. So as you can see, I have put fleece in the bottom of this carrier so they can't slip around. Usually I just take a fleece blanket, put it down, and that's good enough. Also, I have used my bunny snoozers, which I sell on my Etsy shop. Link is always down in the description below. So that's all I have about sizing. Let me know if you have any questions about sizing down in the comments below, and I will try to help you to the best of my ability. And there's one other thing I want to talk about in this video about choosing a carrier. So almost all carriers have this sort of door. You know, it just opens. You pinch it, it opens. Even duffel bags and like the fabric carriers usually just have a front opening door. But the main thing that you are going to want, you're really going to regret it if you don't get it, is this top loading door. It makes it so much easier to get your bunny into and out of the carrier. Definitely if they're scared, you're not like trying to squish them in the carrier or like trying to pry them out of the carrier. They're just going to freak them out. Having a top loader really is a lifesaver. So to illustrate this quickly, I'm going to go ahead and take, well, I'm not sure which one I'll grab, whichever one is cooperating most. I'm going to take one of them and put them here in this carrier so you can just see how easy it is when you have a top loader. Boom, boom, we're done. Literally took like 5 seconds. You can just grab them, put them in, and that's it. It's that easy. And of course, as you can kind of see, I did end up grabbing Papaya, and he fits absolutely perfectly in this carrier. My mini lop fits perfectly in this carrier. My lion head fits perfectly. Basically, any rabbit that is in a giant breed will fit perfectly in a 19-inch cat carrier. Alright, so that's all I have for you guys today. I know that was a lot of information, so please let me know if you have any questions, again, down in the comments. I hope you guys learned something new, that this video helped you in choosing a proper rabbit carrier for you to use, and I hope you guys also have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And remember, live life to the fullest.